Ladies and gentlemen, welcome into the Headkrack's hip hop spot. We got a certified legend and son in the building, man. One of the first rappers in the game to get an endorsement deal. Part of a group that had a record that had more responses than any other battle record in history. Ladies and gentlemen, from UTFO, the Untouchable Force Organization.
Oh wow!
I got the one, the only Kangol from UTFO.
What's going on? I'm good, bro. How you? I gotta reach out and get my brother that pound. What's up, Crack?
And like, I'm such a student of the game. I didn't have to look any of that stuff up.
Okay.
Man. I just knew that from studying, just the culture and just
no doubt.
Everything that got us up to this point.
Now you're a fan of the true school.
Word. Like,
all right.
I literally used to be Word Up Magazine.
Okay. All right.
And and Rap Masters.
No doubt.
Shout out to Cynthia Horner.
No doubt.
You know what I'm saying?
No doubt.
So let's take it back to the essence.
Yes,
man.
sir.
Like you guys, had a really great thing going. At the most interesting part of hip hop's infancy, man. Like,
absolutely.
Because, like,
84.
You guys were like the second wave.
We were. Yeah, the second tier. Depending on how you look at it, because there are cats that came out even before your Grandmaster Flash and Furious 5. Cats like DJ Hollywood, who really set it off for everybody. You know what I mean? And Kool Herc, of course, and Bambaataa. And so I guess that would be the first tier. Then your Grandmaster Flash and Furious 5, Fearless 4, Co-Crush Brothers. And I guess we're like the third tier, if you want to look at it that way, where it was us, Fat Boys. Man, who else came out within that era? There was a few of us, in that era. But yeah, man, we're absolutely one of the first to do this thing called hip-hop.
Now, what was the first, I guess, encounter that you had with hip hop that kind of pulled you in, like, yo, this is what I need to be doing?
I heard Rapper's Delight on the radio, and that did it for me. My oldest brother was doing stuff, in hip hop. He had his 2 turntables, but it always seemed like a neighborhood thing until I heard it on the radio, and I was like, yo, this is blowing up. And, I think I can do this. I was always a songwriter. As a kid, I always wrote, the corniest songs, but I consider myself a songwriter.
Right.
And so when hip hop came out, it was like, hold up, so you mean I could write these lyrics without having to put it in a melodic structure? I could just say it on beat and it'd be all right? And that was it. I knew what I wanted to do from that point on.
Do you remember the first song you wrote?
Yeah, but we're not singing that right now. That is so...
Why is everybody always so... You get the pass, bro. Because it's your first song. No one's going to hold that against you. You've gone on to do great things since then.
All right. You ready? First song I ever wrote. Rain, go away. Oh, yeah. Rain, go away. Rain, go away. Oh, yeah. Rain, go away. Rain, go away and put out the sun. Rain, go away and have some fun. Rain, go away. That's my first song, bro, ever.
There's nothing wrong with that.
I was 8 years old.
You get a DJ Mustard beat behind that? You know what I'm saying? You back on the wave. Yeah, word. Now, we also got your son in the building, man.
No doubt. It's my oldest.
If everybody don't know your name, what's your name? T-Shaun.
That's correct.
Just going with one name.
T-Shaun.
There's Sade, there's Madonna, there's Cher, there's T-Shaun. I love it, man. So, every time I see you, T-Shaun is right by your side.
Yo, first of all, everyone says he looks just like me. I'm still waiting for Maury to confirm this. You know what I mean? But he's been following the footsteps. He writes, he produces, composer, you name it, he's been following it, and he does it well. You know what I mean? Because I'm like Jordan in this thing. And so I want to make sure that my kid don't embarrass me.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? Don't be missing any shots. You know what I mean? And he's been on point, man. So I'm definitely proud of this dude.
Word. Now, surviving an era that you've survived. There's a lot of people that were making music in the 80s that don't really seem too well to do at this point in the game. Damn near 21 years later.
Right.
How do you maintain...
Well, first of all, you got to keep the youth. You know what I mean? It's funny. Ice-T and I were doing an interview a few weeks ago, and he asked me, "How do you stay looking young?" And I said, "Push-ups and hair dye." All right. There go my secret, man. So first of all, you got to stay looking the part. You got to feel young. I'm happy to say I just had a baby girl 3 months ago.
Congratulations.
Thank you. And having a newborn will absolutely keep you young because you ain't got no choice. I got to be here. You know what I mean? Right. I got a sweet 16 to prepare for and a young lady to walk down the aisle. So I got to be here for a while, so I'm taking care of me. And meanwhile, of course, I'm keeping myself relevant, man. I'm just in every little circuit you could imagine, man. If it's speaking engagement, if it's an appearance, whatever it is. Recently, I'm in a movie. There's a documentary that we're doing right now. It's called From Scratch, The Birth of Hip Hop. And it's directed by Kurt Frazier. and produced by Anonymous Content. They just won an Oscar last year for Birdman.
Okay. Oh,
And so Rakim is the host of this HBO series. And so again, I'm keeping myself relevant and doing a little bit of everything, man. So you're gonna see me a little bit of everywhere. How about that?
That's super fresh, and congratulations on your new sister. You know what I'm saying? Like, people always congratulate the dad, but like being a big brother, that's a big responsibility too.
It's kind of weird for me because I was always a big brother of my two little brothers. Now having a girl, it was like, I really have a sister?
Yeah, you might have to pull out the gun on somebody one day, man. Like, 'cause you gotta keep Pop's name clean. Like, so, and talking about like other milestones, man. Like,
Yes, sir.
One of the first rapper to get an endorsement deal, something that actually predates Run DMC.
That is
and
correct.
the Adidas situation.
That is correct, and that was a fluke. It wasn't a situation where we went out, in search of such a thing. I was always referred to as Kangol Kid because as a younger, kid in junior high school or in high school, all I did was wear the Kangol hat every day. So kids started to call me Kangol Kid, the kid that wear the Kangol hat.
Right.
So when I came out as an artist, I of course went under the name. And when we blew up and the name actually started to blow up, the headwear company reached out to the record company and sent them a cease and desist letter.
I was wondering if that was because usually when we start doing something, they'd be like, "Hey, bro, I need you to not."
It kind of went there. And, I was 17 years old. I didn't know what sue meant, but I knew it meant something bad. So I was like, yo, am I getting sued? Like, can we stop this? And so while the label was going back and forth with the headwear company, they realized that every city we performed in, their sales went up.
Got you.
So they worked out a deal with me. They dropped the lawsuit, and they gave me permission to use the name on a year-to-year basis. And right now, it's synonymous with hip hop right now. So that's it. That's my name forever. So much so that what's taking place next year, actually next summer, is my Kangol hat is being inducted in the Smithsonian Museum.
Congratulations.
Thank you, bro.
That is too dope.
I don't get
man.
excited about stuff, but that right there, I'm super psyched about, bro.
Immortalized in the history
Forever.
of
Forever.
of the game.
That's crazy. Forever.
So if you was to make a guesstimate, how many Kangol hats do you have in your possession?
Do I have or I've owned?
Let's go with owned.
With owned, man, hundreds. I've owned hundreds. What do I have right now? Probably got a dozen, laying around. But hundreds.
What is your
I'm-
favorite style? Like I always.
Oh,
see
this
you-
is it.
Like,
This,
and what do they call
Tropic
that?
Tropic Spitfire.
Tropic
Spitfire. Yes, sir.
I usually rock the
The Bermuda. Okay.
I'm
Yeah, that's the
heavy into
LL
Bermuda.
one. That's the Bell.
I used to rock the Bugatti.
All right.
And I had a old school one that my dad gave me, and it had like the snaps.
Oh, really?
It came down,
Okay.
but it was for October through February only. My dumb ass one day rocked it in May. Was sweating.
Not cool.
Was sweating
Not
with
cool.
shorts on. But, I looked fresh above
Yes,
the
you
neck.
did. Yes, you did.
Different season.
But the hat was so fresh.
No
man. I'm
doubt.
in 8th grade, man. I had to stunt, man, because I wanted a Kangol. So because they're not cheap hats.
No, they're not.
You
No,
ain't
they're
going
not.
125th Street and just
They are
picking up a
absolutely
Kangol
not
for
cheap
under
hats.
$20. And if you get the $20 Kangol, it's gonna feel like a $20 Kangol. Your forehead.
Yeah, no doubt. The kangaroo's gonna fall off. How about
jump
that?
right off
Yeah.
Or it'd be
It'll hip hop right off your hat.
So when I finally got one, I was proud of it, man.
doubt.
So now that I'm in a situation where I'm doing somewhat okay,
And I blessed you with one. What was it, a few
did.
weeks ago? You got to rock that, man. Please.
See, and here's the thing: when he first gave me the hat, right? It's like a unique color. It's peach and white. So I
Right.
had one shirt that like matched that Kangol because I'm a matchy kind of guy.
No doubt, you
so
gotta
I was
be.
Like, okay, I put the shirt in the cleaners, and I just waited too long to get the shirt out of the cleaners. And next thing you know, it's like colder.
Okay.
And then it's after Labor Day, can't wear white
So
no more.
so spring debut, right?
Spring, popping it off. White and peach. When you see me in the white and peach, you know Kangol Kid gave that to me.
All right.
So I'm waiting for it. You can go on my Instagram timeline, see the hat. Look October.
No doubt.
Yeah. So let's talk about the group. UTFO.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Whose idea was it to form the group?
The group started with me and Full Force. I was a dancer for Full Force, and they wanted me to dance with their cousin when they do shows, and me and their cousin could never hook up. But my dance partner was always Dr. Ice. And so I brought Doc into the mix, and Full Force finally accepted him because they wanted to keep it in the family. They were like, nah, we don't want any outsiders in. So when they saw what me and Doc could do, they linked in with us. Then Educated Rapper had a group called Jam-A-Lot, and Mixmaster Ice was his DJ. So there was always a discussion in the neighborhood on which rapper is better, Educated Rapper or Kangol Kid. And so when we finally hooked up, we decided not to battle and decided to form bring the two sets together. So Doc and I joined with Educated Rapper and Mixmaster Ice, and we formed UTFO.
That is a dope story, man. So like, if you could look at the time in which you guys were operating, right, and look at the current state,
Right.
if you guys had a time machine, and could come out now, or do everything, or do it the way you guys did it, what would you pick?
I think I would pick what we did, man. I wouldn't change a thing, bro.
Do you feel like it's more competitive now?
Oh,
Like,
it's absolutely more competitive.
So
It's competitive. Exactly. It's all of that, man. I mean, when we were out, we can count how many rap groups was out. You can't do that today. I mean, I do a lot of speaking engagements, and I start the engagement by saying, I can close my eyes and throw a dart into the crowd and hit a rapper.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? That's how many rappers are. I mean, catch that inspires to do this thing. So I'm happy to say I did it when I did it. Anyone could take turns in being the best at something, but only one person can be the first.
True.
We are the first, bro. I'm happy where I'm at.
When I look back at you guys' history and even your catalog, you guys always had a sense of comedy. You guys had a sense of humor, rather.
Right.
Great sense of humor. And, like, I could have totally seen you guys having a sitcom, and I just felt like maybe commercially hip-hop wasn't progressed as it was maybe 6 years later in the 90s, where they realized how marketable it was.
You know what? I miss that in hip-hop, what you just described. Unfortunately, it's a cookie cutter type of thing right now. Everyone's trying to get that one sound and talk about that one thing. When we were out, you had your comedic, your comedy type of hip-hop thing going on. Of course, you always had the gangster stuff, no doubt. But then you had some political stuff happening. Your Public Enemy, your KRS-One. There was just such a variety. You had your sex symbols, your Big Daddy Kane, your LL. There was a little bit of everything as a spectrum in hip hop, which that spectrum no longer exists. So I kind of miss what you just said about the comedy thing, because who's funny right now in hip hop? We had Humpty Hump.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We had something that kept it, bubbly a little bit. So I kind of miss that spectrum right
It's
now.
weird when I think about the brilliance that was Digital Underground and Humpty Hump and what they're all doing. Are you up on Digital Underground?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I know, right now, no doubt.
You'd be surprised.
You heard what he said? I had no choice.
And my son is gonna be the same way, because I always had certain music around him so he would always know where it comes from.
Right.
But I run into people all the time I don't know who the Wu-Tang Clan is. I was born in 1992.
Sad.
And it's but
Sad.
studying, it doesn't take much. I knew who Marvin Gaye was, and his biggest records were before my time.
And that's sadly only our culture, man, because when you think of rock, they all know who those cats are. It's crazy.
I say it all the time on this radio. The hip-hop culture is the only culture that crumbles people up and throws them away.
Yo, for example, they call us old school. In rock, they call it classic.
Or legends.
You know what I mean?
Pioneers.
So it's sad, bro.
It's heralded the fact that
it's
some
like
people
nah,
in
he's
the
washed up.
50s.
Nah, we don't listen to that no more. We've we've passed that. We're beyond that now. We're better than that. That's sad, bro.
Yeah, I find
You know
myself
what I mean?
having
We
to
made
fight
that.
with people all the time about who is relevant, who's not relevant, because even something historically that resonates with even just a few people, I'd rather hear what somebody who's been around for a long time has to say versus somebody who's new and has
Absolutely.
no proper PR training.
Absolutely.
And can't even
How about
conduct a
that?
proper interview.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? In between every freaking sentence.
Just trying to keep it real,
You know what I mean? You know what I mean, Sean? Sean?
So UTFO, Roxanne.
Yes, sir.
Huge record. Let me tell you, I don't even know if I was lyrically a fan of Real Roxanne, but come on, man. Puerto Rican giving you the hair like that?
She was a little ahead of her time as well.
Yo,
you know what I mean? Because
Real Roxanne, if once again, Time Machine, if
no
Real
doubt.
Roxanne came out right now.
Oh yeah, it'd be a different era. It's a different world for her. You know what I mean? Because you appreciated that then. I mean, I'm sorry, you appreciate that now. You didn't appreciate that sex appeal like that then.
She had pop star potential.
Absolutely that.
Was giving you the looks. Once again, bad Puerto Rican giving you that hair. You know what I'm saying?
She was giving you good hair.
I used to watch back when you were on TV Raps was on. There was one video. She was in the desert. Cadillac came picked her up.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Rolling with I
had a
forgot.
sample.
Yeah, I forgot what
I
it was.
watched-
Howie T did that. Shout out to Howie T.
I watched that video so much. I'm like, man, real Roxanne, that's what it is, man. She gonna be here for a minute. And then, but you don't know. You know,
it's a different world, man. It's a different world, but she would absolutely be appreciated in today's era.
Do y'all all still keep in touch?
Nah, we don't. You know, I mean, it gets to a point to where everyone outgrows each other. You know, everyone develops their own family, you know, become the matriarch of your own set. You know what I mean? And so, we haven't really stayed in touch like that.
Now, what about the rest of UTFO?
Everyone's doing their own thing.
Really?
Doc has been traveling with Houdini. You know, we were the first dancers ever for a rap group.
Dancing with Houdini?
Yes, he's dancing with, yes.
He still got the moves?
Yeah, he still got the moves. Good
all
for
right,
him.
So you said you used to dance. So, you know, hip-hop, dancing,
Right.
it's synonymous.
That's correct.
You and Dr. Ice
Yes.
versus Scuba Scrap. Dance battle. Who wins?
I'm going to say us. I mean, we've legitimately won contests from doing what we've done. You know what I mean? And I'm going to say us. I mean,
Okay.
you know, there's nothing they can do about it right now because we're a little too old to go make that happen unless you pull out Ben Gay and Aspercream.
Money.
And, you know,
If that is not a movie, if that's not a movie waiting to happen, like, you know how, like, they keep doing these like dance movies, like step up to the street, step up to the street.
Right.
They can take you and Dr. Ice, Scuba Scrap Lover, Turbo and Ozone. Let's just see what happens, and like it could be like a little mockumentary.
no doubt. I think Turbo and Ozone would probably get it. They probably, when I say get it, meaning they would win. I think they would win that battle if it was the
I've
three.
seen Shabba do shrimp recently. It looks like he has not danced since Breaking
Ooh,
Two.
okay. I meant back then. Okay, never mind.
I'm talking about modern day.
Right now,
That's what makes it interesting. It's
I don't know.
almost like it's an even younger version.
I could probably take Turbo. I think I could take Turbo, yo.
That's what I was about to say. It's
Right.
Younger than the grudge match, dudes, but it would, man, let's put some money up. GoFundMe, Kickstarter, let's crowdfund the situation. I want to see this movie happen. Dance battle, dance fight, dance till you die. Hip hop,
Dance till you die. There it is.
hip hop till your heart stops.
No doubt.
I would pay
Dance
money.
till you die.
I'd
There
pay
it
money
is.
in the nighttime to see it, like non-matinee. Like that'd be interesting. So moving forward, man, like
Yes, sir.
what do we have to look forward? You know, not only from yourself but also T-Shaun.
Well, me, I'm into acting right now. I just moved down here from PA, and I was on radio out there. I was doing my own little personality, being like,
Okay.
So I just came down here to focus on music, and my manager was like, "Yo, man, we need to get into the acting work." I'm 29. I know I don't look 29, but I'm 29.
Man, keep it up.
Yeah, exactly. I'm still young like him.
He got it honest. What can
Fruit
you
don't fall too far from the tree.
Exactly.
Exactly. And I'm working on my project, man. Just songwriting, producing, rapping, singing, whatever, man.
Yo, stellar work right there, man. People want to follow you where they go.
At T-Shaun 570.
Okay.
Instagram, Twitter, everything is at T-Shaun 570. Google it, you'll find me.
Drop that LP, man. Never tell anybody your age because you don't look nothing like it. Yeah.
No. All right, edit that part out.
I hope they do. Yo, Kangol,
Yes, sir.
Where can we see you next, brother? I know you got a documentary.
Well, let me say, I want everyone to reach out to me as well through social media. Yo Kangol, YOKANGOL. Cats love to forget the L. I have no idea what that's about. Yo Kangol. Hit me on Instagram, which is the best place to hit me. And ask for where you can see me at, man. You know, the movie, man. I'm really looking forward to making that happen. There's also talk of my baby girl's christening is supposed to be in the movie as well.
Nice.
So we're discussing that. So look forward to that,
Has the
man.
christening happened yet?
No, it hasn't happened yet. So yeah, so I believe. Oh, do that, man. I believe we're gonna try to make it happen next month.
Okay, keep me posted.
Absolutely.
Yo, I can't stress this enough, man. Like jazz, a lot of the people who pioneered the jazz thing, they're dead and gone. A lot of rock pioneers dead and gone. Hip hop is like one of the only cultures where the people who helped build this thing is still around. You looking at living proof right here. This is my man Kangol, UTFO. If you ain't never heard the records, so diverse. Before there was Drake, you had guys like this rapping and doing the R&B.
No
Check
doubt.
out Cole Wanna Be With Me. Yo,
I've been staring at you a while. And every time you see me staring, you crack a smile, no doubt.
Man, I remember back at like Times Square, Tower Records.
Yes, sir.
They used to have this thing called the Personics
Okay.
thing. It was like before iPad, iTunes, and all that other stuff. You can go up to the little tape kiosk.
Oh, no doubt. I remember that.
You could select
Right,
your
right.
song.
And listen to it, right.
So if you bought the song one time, you could put it on a tape as many many times as you want. I put You Cold Wanna Be With Me on there 9 times on
Wow.
one side. On the flip side, it was Party Posse. They had a song called Steppin' in Doodoo, and then it was also Marky Fresh, the Mac of Rap. Like, I listened to the fuck out of Cold Wanna Be With Me. Like, that was my joint, man. So once again, thank you for everything you've contributed to the culture.
Thank you, bro,
as
for
an
having me,
artist.
man. Thank
Thank
you.
you for what you continue to contribute as a teacher and
Yes,
a
sir.
scholar, as a man who's seen it before. And T-Shaun, you about to bring it, man. This cat's about to be in trouble, man. I need to get you on a DJ Drama Gangsta Grills or something.
I'm ready.
Let's
I'll
get it.
holler at you and come get me.
Man, you gotta pin him down. He's a tough guy. I work with him, and I still don't got one. So, but yo, go keep it up, man. Ladies and gentlemen, Kangol, T-Shaun, Headkrack's Hip Hop Spot. We out.